All right, what's up, everybody? I can't believe it, but we have finally made it to the very last episode of season 2 of Demon Slayer. This is, of course, going to be our endpoint for now. There will be more, seasons coming up in the future that I will definitely make sure to be reacting to when they air. So definitely something for you all to look forward to. And let me quickly point out, of course, that you should make sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you've been here for all my reactions, because when season 3 comes out, you'll want to make sure to be here for it. And yeah, I would very much appreciate that, of course. But it's been just in general, that's the thing. It's like, on one hand, I am very much sort of anticipating how this episode is going to go, because we're coming off of an absolutely insane, action-packed, episode 10 that was called Never Give Up, I think, where we saw basically the team, where we saw, first of all, that Tengen Uzui and Inosuke, both of them made it out alive. Thank God. They actually managed to take down, Daki and Gyutaru, behead them at the exact same time. However, there was then that blast suddenly occurring, right? That Tanjiro got, like, completely caught up in. So what is going to come out of that? I have no idea. So it's kind of like what I talked about last episode already, how it feels a little bit double. Like, on one hand, I feel like, okay, I have no idea how they're going to leave us off here. And at the same time, of course, this being the last episode I'm going to be watching, I'm kind of just reminiscing about what a fantastic journey it has been. I wanted to talk a little bit about that because I realized this is going to be, like I said, our endpoint for now. And so, it's always cool to just look back a little bit at the show. Because, I went into Demon Slayer knowing absolutely nothing about it. This being basically my first... like, what they call this, like a shonen anime or something, right? I hope I'm saying that right. Or, shonen, I have no idea how it's pronounced. But it's... I feel like Attack on Titan might have been sort of classified as a similar genre, but still, they are very different shows, right? One is much more story-driven and super deep and complex when it comes to the events and the characters and stuff. And then Demon Slayer, I feel it's just... I don't know. It was still, like, deep, but in a different way. I feel it still has a great story, but it's more, like, broad and more general, like life lessons and stuff like that. And it's more, even more character-driven, I would say. Like, even more so, the characters carry almost the story, if that makes sense. Whereas in Attack on Titan, the story isn't necessarily... I mean, there's fantastic characters in that too, but the story, there's also a huge history to it and stuff, right? And, like, much more to find out there in terms of the timelines and all those things. But the reason why I'm comparing is because I came off of Attack on Titan with that being my first anime, and I jumped into Demon Slayer being my second one, essentially. And like I said, it was a very different show. Definitely, like, again, it's been such a journey in the way that... we started off and it very much just focused on Tanjiro and his sister, right? And that was great. And they were immediately characters that I had warmed up to. That very first episode, I still remember saying it, but I thought they did such a great job at making me care about the main character and seeing this traumatic event that he had gone through with his family getting killed and stuff, right? You felt for his character and you wanted to root for him, and you were, at least I was, on board for the ride from day one, essentially. Then... yeah, I can't... Again, this is like one of those things where I can't believe I'm saying it, but when characters like Zenitsu and Inosuke got introduced, I'm like, who are these annoying side companions or whatever, right? Like, I don't care about those. They're just, Zenitsu is super dependent. Inosuke is just kind of weird. And lo and behold, a couple of episodes later, I started to realize, holy shit, these characters are absolutely fantastic. And now they've become Tanjiro's main companions, and they're still absolutely fantastic. It seems like, you only grow more and more attached to them as time goes on. That's why I was so, like, upset, I guess, or just in shock when they left us on that cliffhanger a couple episodes back, being like, don't actually tell me Inosuke is dying here, right? And so, we finished off season 1 and it was great. We went into Mugen Train, which I would say there as well, had not expected how the show, because of course we got kind of introduced to the Hashira at the end of season 1 and, didn't necessarily get a good sort of like, we saw all of them, but only snippets, right? And so there were none that we really learned a lot about. And suddenly in Mugen Train, they took one of them, Rengoku, and started to expand on him a lot. And even there, it's like it was only 7 episodes, only one movie essentially, right? And I could not believe how by the end of that, by the end of that movie, how much I had sort of warmed up there as well to Rengoku as a character. And I would still say that the final episode of Mugen Train, again, if you can divide them in episodes, of course, which is the way that I watched it, that's probably still my favorite moment of the show in general. Not because, of course, I was glad in any way that Rengoku was dying, but it was by far, to me, the most powerful moment that happened throughout the show. And so that will definitely be sticking with me for a while. Yeah, and then we've again, something that I couldn't believe, we dived into the entertainment district, and suddenly we're introduced to a new character again, right? Tengen Uzui. And I'm like, there is no way another Hashira right now can replace how I felt about Rengoku. And he didn't replace Rengoku. He didn't replace how I felt about him at all. But once again, they just took a new character, added that there as well, and once again made me relate to him almost just as much, I would say, as I was relating to Rengoku. And I think it's just so much the strength of this show that they can just take these characters, present them to you, and make you just completely essentially fall in love with them, right? And just like grow with them, I guess, is what I'm saying. So all in all, it's been, like I said, a fantastic journey. I can't repeat myself enough. And I don't exactly know how many seasons there are going to be in total. I feel like I've heard I might have heard that there's going to be 5 or something, but I could be entirely wrong about that, in all fairness. There is, once again with this, there is a manga, I think, right? That's already finished. But again, I don't really do the research into it because I try to just go into everything fresh and see how it all plays out. I don't want to know things in advance like that usually, because it might already make me think about like, oh, okay, so maybe this is what they're going to do with the characters, or again, like I don't want to get ahead of myself in any way. So for now, we're just going to be finishing off the story, and we're going to see what happens here at the end of Entertainment District. This last episode, called No Matter How Many Lives, is actually going to be a bit of a extended episode, I saw, being 30 minutes rather than 20. So it's not double like the first episode was. It's kind of in between, I guess. So, I'm just looking forward to see how they round it all off. And then, it's going to be bittersweet, knowing that... knowing that I'll at least have to wait for now, I guess, to see the story being continued. I definitely can, and I don't mind that whatsoever. But at the same time, it's going to be taking a little bit of time getting used to that, having been watching Demon Slayer episodes twice a week for the last couple of months. It's been such a part of my routine, and we're going to be finally ending that here. So for now, of course, I want to thank all of you who have been here with me on the ride. I hope that you enjoyed my reactions to it. I realize also that I might not be the kind of reactor that you might usually see for a show like this. I feel like there's a lot of reactors who would watch a show like this being more, I guess, emotionally expressive and, shouting and things like that, which I don't do as often, I know. I tend to be a bit more of the relaxed, reserved, analyzing type. So, nonetheless, I hope that those of you, like I said, who have been there have been enjoying my reactions to it. And then for now, we're going to dive into this very last episode. So should you want to watch the full-length reaction, of course, that will be up over on my Patreon, which is linked on top of the description. Like I already said, make sure that you subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you will be here for my Season 3 reactions whenever it starts airing. And then for now, let's dive into this last episode of the Entertainment District arc. Oh shit. Nezuko breaking out of the box? We didn't see this. Okay. So she might have somehow managed to stop the damage? Those hands. So small.
ひどい。めちゃくちゃだ。お、禰豆子が助けてくれたのか。ありがとう。そうだ。他のみんなは。
It's like he's making rabbit ears over her head with those fingers. Zanetsu. Did he get caught in the rubble or something? Okay, well he definitely went to... Yep, he went to being his good old self. How dare you say I'm okay? Dude, don't tell me that like something terrible is gonna happen after all. Well, I was gonna say, you're a little, the timing couldn't be worse. What can they do? Nezuko? Oh shit. Okay. Oh my god. Man, they're all scared, but I guess every character will be fine. I'm sure Nezuko will show up here too. Nah, don't be giving last words. Oh my god. At first I thought he meant because of them arguing. Yeah, there we go. Nezuko is like, hi, I'm about to fix you. We never even knew she could do this. They think she just put him on fire. Exactly. I feel fine. Yep. Well, you better be thanking Nezuko now. Now, if only she could fix your fingers. Okay, won't they have like deteriorated? I love how she became his personal transportation device. Oh yeah, taking a sample. How did that work again? They just always randomly show up when he has the when he has the blood. Oh right. That feels like such a game mechanic. They're still arguing. As they're slowly, yeah, deteriorating. Oh, now she's calling him ugly. Damn, dude, what an insult. He was already so insecure about that. Damn, man. They're gonna make me feel sorry for him.
ふざけんじゃねえぞ。お前一人だったらとっくに死んでる。どれだけ俺に助けられた。お前みたいなやつを今までかばってきたことが心底悔やまれるぜ。お前さえいなければ俺の人生はもっと違ってた。なんで俺がお前の死ぬぐいばっかりしなきゃならねえんだ。お前なんか生まれてこなけりゃよかった。嘘だよ。本当はそんなこと思ってないよ。この世でたった二人の兄弟なんだから。
Yeah, he's like, you should just.
君たちのしたことは誰も許してくれない。殺してきたたくさんの人に恨まれ、憎まれて罵倒される。味方してくれる人なんていない。だからせめて二人だけはお互いを罵り合って。
Even now, he's like showing the forgiveness, you know? Letting them die together without screaming at each other. She just knows that he's too good.
そうだ。俺の妹の名前は梅だった。
Ume.
ダキじゃねえ。ひどい名前だ。
I have no idea if Daki is a name that sounds awful. Not knowing any Japanese, of course.
お前の名前は死んだ母親の病名から付けられたんだ。
Oh, wow. Man, that's just like Tanjiro, who revealed last episode, I think, that his dad died of illness.
生まれてくる前に何度も殺されそうになり、生まれてからも邪魔でしかなく何度も殺されそうになり。
Damn.
枯れ枝のような弱い体だったが必死で生きて。
Wow, is that how he ended up like this? Like from the abuse? Man, of course they had to give this some crazy tragic backstory once again afterwards.
この世にある罵詈雑言はすべて俺のために作られたようだった。俺は醜かった。
And then on top of that,
いつも赤まみれ老けまみれ。
Muzan had to show up again or something.
ゴミがついたひどい匂いで美貌がすべての価値基準である。
Ah, so this is kind of where he grew up.
ことさら意味嫌われた。
Yeah.
怪物のように。遊び道具は客が忘れて帰った鎌だった。
Oh, just like the two that he had, yeah.
変わり始めたのは梅が生まれてからだ。
Okay.
梅、お前は俺の自慢だったな。俺は自分が喧嘩に強いと気づいて取り立ての仕事を始めた。
Debt collector.
気味悪がって恐れた。自分の醜さが誇らしくなり、お前のように美しい妹がいることは俺の劣等感を吹き飛ばした。
Man, this is such a fitting, yeah, story for them.
これから俺たちの
That they're revealing here once again.
いい方へ加速して回っていくような気がした。梅が13になるまでは。
And that's when they came in touch with Muzan, maybe, or something?
客の侍の目玉をかんざしてついて失明させたので、
Oh, damn.
その報復として梅は縛り上げられ、生きたまま焼かれた。
Burned alive?
いなかった。仕事から戻ったら、お前は丸焦げになった。
Really? Damn.
やめろやめろやめろ。元に戻せ俺の妹。でなけりゃ 神も仏もみんな殺してやる。
Wow.
感謝いたします。厄介払いができてよかった。本当に凶暴でね。取り立て先で大怪我させたり、最近ではもう歯止めが効かなくて。梅のことは残念でしたけど、可愛い子を見つけたらまた紹介しますので、お金の方を。
まあ待て、とどめを刺してからだ。
Yeah, you are not finishing him off. He couldn't even. Oh my god.
いい着物だな。
We had no chance to process that.
清潔で肌ツヤもいい。そんなやつが目玉一個なくしたぐらいで、ギャーギャーピーピーと。騒ぐんじゃねえ。雪が降り始めた。どんな時だって。 全てが俺たちに対して容赦をしなかった。
どうしたどうした、かわいそうに。俺は優しいから放っておけないぜ。その娘、間もなく死ぬ。
Who is this? Okay.
お前らに血をやるよ。
It's like a demon they encountered.
あの方に
One of the
選ばれれ
upper
ば
six.
鬼となれる。
Or is it actually the sixth one?
さあ
Because they
お
became
前
the
ら
sixth.
は鬼となり、俺のように銃に気づき、上限へと上がってこれるかな。
鬼になったことに後悔はねえ。ただ、もし唯一心残りがあるとするならば、梅、お前は俺と違ったんじゃないかってことだ。もっといい店にいたなら、まっとうな花魁に。普通の親
Well,
元
she
に
turned
生まれ
into
てい
an
た
Oiran, alright.
普通の娘に。なんだここは。地獄か。
お兄ちゃん。やだ。ここ嫌い。どこなの？
お前。
There's some place where the demons go, or
そっちが出口？
I guess there was no turning back at this point.
俺についてくるんじゃねえ。
なんで？待ってよ。私。
ついてくんじゃねえ。
Because he made a deal with that demon, or
さっきのこと怒ったの？謝るから許してよ。お兄ちゃんのこと醜いなんて思ってないよ。悔しかったの。負けて悔しかったの。
oh, or is this after?
止めたくなかったの。ごめんなさい。うまく立ち回れなくて。
So this really is that demon hell.
立ってたら負けなかったのに、いつも足引っ張ってごめんなさい。ねえお兄ちゃん。
Wow.
お前とはもう兄弟でもなんでもない。
Damn.
俺はこっちに行くから、お前は反対の方、明るい方へ行け。
Yeah. I love the coloring in that shot.
おい。
She wants to stay with him.
離れないから。何回生まれ変わっても私はお兄ちゃんの妹になる。絶対に。ずっと一緒にいるんだもん。約束したの覚えてないの？
They made a promise.
忘れちゃったの？
俺たちは二人なら最強だ。寒いのも腹ペコなのも全然へっちゃら。約束する。
I mean, definitely doesn't look like they were cold here.
離れない。
Wow. The line of fire. It's just walking in there. Damn, man. I can't believe this whole sequence. It was so powerful. Even though they've done it with all the demons that we've come across, I wasn't expecting this episode to be that dedicated to it once again. Yeah, they did. It's over. Yeah, but look at this. There will never be an entertainment district again. Is this the other Hashira?
6とはいえ上限を倒したわけだ。実にめでたいことだな。褒めてやってもいい。
Is this gonna be our next focus?
そうですよ。ずいぶん遅かったですね。遅いんですよ。そもそも来るのが遅いの。
左手と左目を失ってどうするつもりだ？たかが上限の6との戦いで復帰までどれだけ
I don't know if he will return.
間の穴埋めは誰がするんだ？
Yep, that's exactly what I figured.
柱は煉獄が抜けた後空席のまま。お前程度でもいないよりはマシだ。死ぬまで戦え。いや、若手は育ってるぜ。確実に。
Oh shit, is Tanjiro becoming the Hashira?
おい、まさか生き残ったのか。
He sure did.
戦いで。かまど炭治郎。
Yep. Well, if there was ever a moment when he deserved it, now would be the time.
そうか。よくやった天元。炭治郎、禰豆子、善逸、伊之助。
Wow, look at this guy being relieved. Damn, he's definitely in bad shape though.
100年もの間変わらなかった状況が今変わった。あまね。はい。
Oh, so now that's finally been changed, so now might be a good time for him to see that he can...
運命が大きく変わり始める。
Yeah.
この波紋は広がってゆくだ。
Rest in peace.
周囲を巻き込んで大きく揺らし、鬼物人無惨。お前は必ず私たちの代で
Damn, I felt like there was so much more to learn about this guy first though.
お前は
Oh shit! The sole blemish on his family? So he's like family? Is that the thing? He kinda looks like him. Oh, not this one again. Akaza, right? Infinity Castle. Oh, then they have a meeting again when that happens? You gotta love that entertainment district music.
かけることなく帰れますね。
ああ、凱旋しよう。派手にな。
I was waiting for it. Oh my god, could this be any more wholesome? What an ending, man. What an arc. Fantastic. Amazing episode. Such a feel-good sequence there at the end there with all of the characters, you know, basically, well, expressing their gratitude, I guess, for the fact that they're still alive. Yeah, in general, once again, I talked about it, but I did not quite expect the direction this last episode would be going in, even though, of course, I knew it was an extended one. Did not think that half the episode would be spent on that backstory for the demons, even though at the same time, I'm kind of like, I'm inclined to like hit myself for not realizing that, because it's literally happened so many times in the past, right? We always saw that with almost every single demon arc, I feel, where once they get defeated, that's when we finally get the backstory in their aftermath. And they just did the exact same thing here. And I just thought in general it was just, again, such a fitting backstory that they gave him, right? Where Gyutaro just, explains that he had suffered a lot of abuse, I guess, and he grew up in the entertainment district itself. That's the that's the thing that kind of turned him into such a ugly, skinny, broken character, really, that he was, right? And then his sister came afterwards. And because of her, basically felt more powerful again, I guess, and that's why they always stay together. And you just see once again that these characters, they've both been through harsh times, right? And so you can't help but still feel pity for them, and you can't help but still feel, like sad about it all. And even then the scene before that, where the two are kind of arguing as they have been beheaded and are just literally laying there on the ground, again, screaming and shouting to each other and calling each other names. Tanjiro, being the good guy that he is, even though he sees his enemies there who just caused so much pain on him, he shuts them both up and says, like, or at least the girl he did. Gyutaro he did, I think, right? And just tells that they should be, I don't know. Well, I'm not sure what the right way of putting this would be, but having this final moment in peace and without any arguing, I guess, because that's not how you want to be remembering your last moments together. And then we see them even in the sort of flashback backstory arc, then pushing it back to the future, I guess, and to the now, where they're entering this, what I assume kind of is their hell awaiting for them or something, right? Like, first they were in that dark space, then we saw the fire that he was entering, and Daki still decided that she wanted to, or Ume, I should say, I guess, that she still wanted to join him on that. I thought, in general, again, the way that they portrayed these events couldn't have been better. And we're kind of then cutting to the end of the episode, I guess, where it's interesting because we get that little reveal of the master guy of the Hashira, who we knew was sick, and it definitely seems like he's about to die. I mean, they didn't specifically show him dying yet, so maybe we are still going to see him then at the start of season 3, actually, I don't know, like putting his life to rest, I guess, but he revealed there essentially that Muzan was the one blemish, I think he said, on his family. So clearly it is then family of him, and it makes a lot of sense because he kind of looks the same. I knew that people had already teased to me that there was some kind of thing with him going on, because I always said that, like, at first, the way I worded it, when I saw a couple of scenes with this guy in season 1, I feel, I didn't really trust him. I didn't know what to make of him. I didn't know how to feel about it. Now, definitely, like, the way that he was once again celebrating their victory here, and how he also expressed his gratitude in such a, in such explosive ways. Like, clearly, he's a good guy, for sure. But again, it's all about family in this show. We see it. We see it with Tanjiro and Nezuko. We see it with Gyutaro and Daki. Now we're even seeing it here with the Master Guy and Muzan, that they apparently are family of each other. And so that's why he, I guess, has been so driven to, to go up against them. But again, like, it does look like he's going to be dying now anytime. Tanjiro is going to be turning into a Hashira with Rengoku gone, but then at the same time, Tengen Uzui wants to go as well. So there would be 2 open spots, I would think, right? So are we still going to see another person joining the Hashira? Yeah, and there is this character with the snake. I don't know what his name is anymore. I'm sure you'll forgive me for it because we literally saw him only a couple of times. But I feel like this was kind of the dreamy character, right? Like, wasn't he always sitting in like a tree or something? Something, I feel. Maybe he's going to play a bigger role then. This is kind of a tease for like season 3 that he is going to be the Hashira we're going to be focusing on a lot. Because I feel like that's kind of how the show is tackling it, right? Where they're just taking these Hashira one by one and having them join us on the quest, I guess. And yeah, kind of exploring their stories and stuff. I think it's great the way they did it so far with Rengoku and then now with Tengen Uzui. Fantastic outcome for him too. It was the outcome that I expected with him actually retiring, just like he has teased beforehand. I definitely thought that that would also then be the way that we were going to end his storyline. And yeah, and maybe the one last thing that we then got teased was is that Akaza, I'm not sure how to pronounce his name, but he got summoned back to the fuck, I forgot what they called it now, but like the Infinity Castle, was that what he called it? I forget. And they're going to have a meeting here with the remaining five upper demons. So another thing actually that I was a little bit, I guess it's still a question on my mind right now with like, okay, when Gyutaro and Daki got in touch with this upper sixth demon, what happened? Because that upper sixth we never saw anymore, I think. So not sure what that's about and what this meeting is that they're going to have. Like, can they just assign someone else now to the upper sixth again? I mean, that would mean we're going to be facing infinite demons, so I don't really think that that's even possible. I think it's just that there's going to be 5 left now. Yeah, because all the lower ones got killed too, right? That's the thing. So I don't know, man. It's fascinating. I very much look forward to seeing where it's going to go from here. Like I said, of course, we're going to be taking a break here, and it will be a while before season 3 starts airing. I don't know if they have plans for like more movies too. Because, again, I know nothing about the manga either. I don't know how Mugen Train was a part of the manga, for example, and why they decided to make that a movie and then this more like a show arc once again. So I have no idea what the plans are. I'm just going to be looking forward to seeing whenever something new is released, and then we're going to be reacting to it here. But for now, I hope that you've all enjoyed this journey, for myself, watching through Demon Slayer, the first 2 seasons. I want to thank you all for all your support in the last couple of months. Like I said, make sure that you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to make sure that you will be here once I react to Season 3. And then for now, I want to thank you all a lot for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you back for Season 3 in the future. Thanks for watching, everybody.